Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have Martha here with us today, and poor Martha is suffering from her monthly menstrual cycle. And all of you women who watch this on YouTube know that during your monthly period that you get a lot of abdominal cramping and pain in your back, pain down your buttocks, shooting down into your leg a lot of times. So there's a lot of things that we can do chiropractically to help that. And so I'm going to show you how we do that today with Martha. Okay. Let's take a look here in the mirror. And for you men, this is something that will help your women feel better. Let's have you flex your head forward and then backwards for me. And then neutral, yep. I know this isn't the most sexy subject, but it's a very common one, and it's one that's very necessary, and it really helps women immediately. You'll feel the changes as soon as we work on them for this. Okay, Martha, let's go ahead and decompress you first. Now, this is only Martha's third treatment. So, we're just getting started with her anyway. Okay, let's slide down this way just a tad. There you go, perfect. Good. She's in the last pegs, which we've only got a few people in the last peg. That means you're thin. That's good. So we raise the legs up so it relaxes the paraspinal muscles in the pelvis all the way up into the lumbar spine, the thoracolumbar spine. Get those up parallel. And you notice the table didn't squeak. We got the WD-40. Alright, now, let's have you keep your teeth together. Take a deep breath through your nose. Let it all the way out for you. There you go. Just like that. Boy, that was smooth as silk. Do you feel that all the way down?
Yeah.
Good. That's a lot easier now, isn't it? She's still kicking. Good. Okay, now just relax this one right in my hand here. Perfect. Good job. Okay. Love going that left side a little bit better than do the right one, seems like. You notice that? Does it hurt where it's on the right? Alright, let's kind of roll sideways over here on your tummy. Okay, so the L3 lumbar spine nerves supply the female organs, the uterus, the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus, uterine wall. So her legs, right leg is short by about 1/4 of an inch here, and when I bring it up, it actually gets longer, and I bet you that tightens up in your lower back right there, Martha, does it? Yep. So she has a positive knockless test with pain in her low back and her pelvis raised up off the table. Her right leg got longer and it was short, so that creates what's called a positive Deerfield test. So I'm going to adjust her right SI joint first. And you don't want to neglect the pelvis in this, because also the gluteus medius and maximus are also directly related to the female organ nerves through the somatovisceral reflexes. So there's L5, there's L4, now we're getting ready to hit L3. That's probably the most tender one of all of them. L2, and then L1. Now, this is the part that helps the most, but it's very painful at first, so take some deep breaths for me, Martha. And I'm going to start slow, but I'm going to dig in there deep. Tell me if you can't handle it. So you get into the belly of the gluteus medius and maximus with your elbow, and then you get some deep, deep pressure down into those muscles, and they are going to be painful too. And then down lower in the piriformis, that's probably the most tender, huh? Okay, did that shoot pain down your leg at all?
No.
Okay, good. So now we're going to work on the left ones. This one's even more sore, isn't it? Keep breathing. There you go. I know this is very painful, but you'll feel a lot better when that quits hurting. There we go. see how many of you got that line. That's one of my favorite lines. It'll feel better when it quits hurting. Yeah, boy, that's a tough one. Okay, so I also get a contact directly on the skin down here in the multifidus and erector spinae and quadratus lumborum, and I pinch the muscle inside and then push directly down. Just keep breathing. And then we move up a little bit into L4 and L3. And then right on L3 and L2. Can you feel that pinching in and down at the same time? Yep. And up to L2 right there. Now I'm going to work down directly deep into the paraspinal muscles at L5. And then we're going to work right on up into it. Right there's L3. See how sore that one is? This would be a direct somato, meaning muscle, visceral, meaning organ, in this case the uterus, reflex. This is up a little higher. This is not quite as bad, huh? So her right L3 paraspinal muscle, which corresponds somatically to the uterus. Now here's the same one on the left side. Is this one a little tender too? But not as bad as the right one? Okay, good. Now we move up just a little bit there. So now I'm just going to kind of use my forearm on it for a broader range. Give her a little break from that sharp pain. And then you can also kind of just stimulate it in a rotary motion clockwise with your thumb, deep pressure. But then I'm going to use, I'll be nice to her, I'm not going to do the turbinator on her. I know y'all want me to do the turbinator on her, but I'm not going to torture her that much today. She's already not feeling good. We're here to make her feel better. But we are going to work on this area still quite a bit with this, because this stimulates the blood flow in there and gets those toxins out of the muscles. It stimulates the somatovisceral reflex as well. She was having a lot of abdominal cramping when she came in on a pain scale of a 1 to 10, about an 8 level. So we'll see where she's at after the treatment too. Recheck her leg length, and she is exactly even now, and I bet you this feels easier coming up this time. Yep, stays the same length too. Plus you didn't raise your pelvis up that time, so I'm put your head down just a little bit here, Martha. And let's have you scoot up in there just a little bit. There you go. And just exhale. Okay. I think I got most of these already, so yeah, there's one more. There we go, good. Let me just see if there's one more right here in this thoracolumbar. Yeah, that's really tight. Okay, that's all she's going here. Very good. Let's turn you on your back now. Okay, so we're going to adjust her knees. Now she does have a little ligament instability of her medial and lateral collateral ligament, but I'm pulling straight out, decompressing her knee, so that won't cause more ligament instability of the medial and lateral collateral ligament. It helps the knee joint actually reseat. A little weak on that side too, but that you feel that in your knee and your back? Okay, good. Now, also whenever Ladies are on their periods, the TFL muscles, a lot of people call these the IT bands, they also get pretty sore. Those tender too. Yeah. Now it's been the right side that's been worse so far on you. Is this one sore over here more too? Yeah. So I'm doing transverse friction on the tensor fasciae lata muscles bilaterally. And now I'm going to do the kicker adjustment, which you guys have never ever seen this adjustment before. Just put those there. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is her pelvis is obliquely rotated, so I'm going to get a contact right on her pubic bone with the pisiform and drop that straight down. It's going to be a little sore, probably a lot sore. Okay, now let's pull this leg up. So this realigns the pelvis and repositions the uterus within the pelvis. That wasn't as bad on that side. Okay, good. Now let's set you up and face towards your knee sideways. There we go. Good. Now our shoulders don't have anything to do with her uterus. I'm just lining these up to make sure her entire body's lined up. There we go. Plus it does actually stimulate the proprioceptive nerves in the body, which does in fact help take some of the neurological memory to the uterus and change that focus into these joints. It's all about nerve pathways and neural pathways and efferent and afferent nervous system function. Okay, Martha, how does that feel right now compared to 8 when you walked in? Do you still have cramps?
No, I don't.
Are they gone completely?
They are.
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah.
So would you mind telling our YouTube visitors or our YouTube subscribers and watchers how you came to come in here and find us and how things have done for you this first 5 visits now?
Yeah, I originally came in with problems with my gallbladder, and it was basically dysfunctioning. But since I've been having treatments, I've been able to eat stuff that I normally eat. I haven't had as many issues with my digestive system. And also with my cramps, I am one of those people who cramp like crazy. You can ask anybody who knows me. And the fact that I just came in cramping and I'm not feeling anything right now is amazing. So it's great.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for sharing your story with us today, Martha. Let's come over and shoot you now. And a lot of you think that we script these. These are all unscripted, impromptu videos. Let's have you flex your hip forward and then backwards for me. And we do all treatment all the time. We do a few interviews occasionally, but we try to keep those to a minimum. And the only testimonials that you're here will be at the end of the treatments when patients can tell how they're feeling after the treatment. Yeah, keep those shoulders up and back. There you go. Put your atlas here, there, and now I'm going to hit down here at L3 again. Good. Okay, now let's have you flex your head forward and backwards one more time. This should feel smoother, by the way. Yep, take a look at that. You're right down the middle everywhere. Yep. Arms are at your side. How you feel right now?
A lot better.
And praise the Lord. Okay. This is your Houston chiropractor and Martha in Houston, Texas at Advanced Chiropractic Relief. We'll see you next time.